Now, I talked yesterday about character assassination and how the big narrative being driven by the left in politics and in the media, and fuelled, of course, by some disgruntled Liberals trying to get their revenge against Scott Morrison and the party. This is the narrative, is to make the election campaign one of character assassination against Scott Morrison. Forget the issues. Don't talk about the economy. Don't talk about national security. Don't talk about our performance through the pandemic. Make it all about the personal issues, the personal attacks on Scott Morrison. I showed you yesterday how all those reports over the weekend, regurgitated and amplified by the media, about Scott Morrison's very entry into Parliament back in 2006, 2007, his pre-selection dramas. I showed you how that's old news. It's all old. Nothing was new. They've just regurgitated it on the eve of the election to attack the Prime Minister, and the media has played along with it. Well, I want to keep exposing these media games because there was another example of this morning. Have a listen to a story that was run on ABC's Radio National Breakfast this morning.
Yet another Liberal politician has accused Prime Minister Scott Morrison of being a bully. New South Wales MP Catherine Cusack says the Prime Minister has trashed the Liberal Party with his ruthless, self-serving bullying, and she won't be voting for him at the coming election.
Well, there you go. That feeds the narrative, doesn't it? Sounds like a new story. Sounds like something that's just breaking again. And yes, it was promoted on their website as something new, a developing news story. Catherine Cusack dumps on the Liberal Party, walks out, uses the bully word. The trouble is, if you follow these things closely, you see this again is old news. Catherine Cusack made this announcement back on March the 16th. The ABC itself reported on March the 16th, if we could just bring it up, that this was happening. She was leaving the party, she was angry at Morrison, she was leaving Parliament altogether. In fact, the very next day, the ABC followed up with an interview with Cusack, and in that interview, she repeated all those lines, and she even used the bullying word, the word they want, the form of political bullying that was run by the ABC 3 weeks ago. So the ABC just got her back on today on a national program to run the same story. It was not a new story. It was 3 weeks old. It's just a chance to bring up the character assassination again. This is the game for the anti-coalition forces and those people who are seeking vengeance within the Liberal Party. The media are happy to put Morrison's critics on recycle. They'll dig them up from a year ago, from 3 weeks ago, from 10 years ago. If they're going to have a go at Scott Morrison, they're going to get another run. That's what we're going to be seeing right throughout this election campaign. I suppose they've jumped the shark already, but we'll really know they've jumped the shark when they get Labor's Mean Girls senators together. If they get Labor's team of Mean Girls together and run them accusing Morrison of bullying, and they claim that to be a story, then we'll know they've really jumped the shark. Could we rule it out? I would not rule out anything from these people.